Getty. New Jeopardy! Host Mike Richards is apologizing for some insensitive remarks he made about women on his old podcast. He says it's a terribly embarrassing moment of misjudgment. Here's the deal: Mike used to host a podcast from 2013 to 2014 when he was the executive producer at The Price is Right, and has now under fire for referring to his female co-host as a booth hoe and booth slut, among other degrading remarks aimed at women. The podcast, called The Random Show, has already been scrubbed from the internet after The Ringer reported on Mike's derogatory comments, which also include him asking his female co-host and his assistant if they had ever taken booby pictures, during a segment about leaked celebrity nudes. According to The Ringer, Mike also went on the podcast and said women dress like a hooker for Halloween, said a former employee who took up baking would get giant, and said one-piece swimsuits make some women look really frumpy and overweight. There's a lot more comments of the same ilk, according to The Ringer, but these are the lowlights. Mike's apologizing in a statement, via Sony, telling us, "It is humbling to confront a terribly embarrassing moment of misjudgment, thoughtlessness, and insensitivity from nearly a decade ago. Looking back now, there is no excuse, of course, for the comments I made on this podcast, and I am deeply sorry." He adds, "The podcast was intended to be a series of irreverent conversations between longtime friends who had a history of joking around. Even with the passage of time, it's more than clear that my attempts to be funny and provocative were not acceptable, and I have removed the episodes." Announcing Mayim Bialik and Mike Richards as our new hosts of Jeopardy! Richards will host the daily syndicated show, while Bialik will host primetime and spin-off series. https://t.co/mvcockandjupik.twitter.com/86fe5of. Jeopardy! At Jeopardy! August 11, 2021 at Jeopardy! As you know, Mike was just announced as the new day-to-day host of Jeopardy! And lots of folks aren't happy. Has also denied allegations of discriminating against pregnant women at his past stops. Mike says it's time for him to do better, telling us, "My responsibilities today as a father, husband, and a public personality who speaks to many people through my role on television means I have substantial and serious obligations as a role model, and I intend to live up to them."